Ready to hit the pause button on your parenting fails? Ready to feel better about your parenting? Welcome to Parenting Pause, the podcast, where all of you is welcome. I'm Leslie Potter, the founder of the Pure Joy Way, a mother, a parent coach, and a fellow traveler on this journey to wake up in our parenting. And I believe together we can make this a better world for ourselves and our kiddos. I have a saying that goes, it is never about what we think it's about. Now take that in for a moment. What I mean by that is it's never about the computer use or about the food or about the brushing the teeth. Whatever we think it is about, we get caught in that story. If we think it's about the computer, we get very, very focused on trying to control the computer. What it's really about is about the feelings that we feel when we see our kid on the computer. And we maybe don't know how to get them off, or we have all kinds of thoughts that they're going to be addicted, or they're going to never get off or never do their homework. Whatever our thoughts are, they drop down into a feeling, and we often feel powerless and helpless. So when we feel those feelings, we often make it about the computer. The computer becomes the enemy. We charge in, we try to make the computer bad, and we make our child bad. We believe that they are causing us to feel this way. And actually, they aren't. If you really take some time to dive deep into this, you will recognize that those feelings live inside of you. Most likely, you've had them since you were a young child. Those feelings of powerless and helpless when you were young and you couldn't say, I need new parents, so I'm going to go get new parents because these don't understand me or won't respect who I am. So often children feel quite powerless and helpless. They're told what to do, when to do, how to do it. So when your child is on the computer and you see them, they're very engaged, they're laughing, they're into it, they're motivated, they're driven, and yet something arises inside of you, a feeling maybe of disconnection, a feeling of powerlessness, that you don't have that same influence over your child that the video game does. Just think about that for a moment. Or the Lego set. It's very, very painful internally. So these feelings will arise of feeling powerless, feeling helpless. And if we don't know how to work with those feelings and own them inside of us, then we will project them onto our children. And we will think that they are causing those intense feelings and that discomfort. So, of course, then our movement and our energy will move toward trying to control them, trying to demonize the computer, trying to make our children bad. We're going to claim that they're unmotivated, they're addicted. And yet, actually, when we walk into the room and we look at them, they're actually highly motivated. Have you ever had to tell your kid to get on the computer? I mean, really, if you ever said, oh, I don't think you're watching enough computer, I think you need to go do some more, right? It sounds a little ludicrous, but it's very profound and it's very provocative to turn back toward ourselves and to really begin to sit with our feelings of helplessness, of powerlessness, so that we can engage our children from a present moment reality of what we see, that they are motivated, that they're excited, that they're alive, that they're competing, that they're, social, all the things that we say we want for them, they're happening with the computer game. And yet when we feel powerless and helpless and have thoughts that they're addicted and we're bad parents if we don't get them off, then you can see how the divide gets so strong. We aren't able to go in and meet our children in their hearts and tell them who they are and what we see, because we're in so much pain ourselves, feeling those helpless, powerless feelings. As I speak about it, I know it so well, and I know you do too, of how often you do feel powerless and helpless. And for some reason, we have this idea or this conditioning that as parents, we should be the all powerful and the helpful ones. And yet, what we lose in that is showing up in the present moment, coming alongside our children as they begin to learn and know themselves. And I really want you to take that in, because Pure Joy is all about knowing yourself. It's not about knowing what Pure Joy would do, or the conscious parenting would do, or a good parent would do, or a bad parent would do. It's all about knowing yourself and your own intrinsic internal wisdom, so that you can show up in reality, that you're not showing up in your ideas and your beliefs and all the things you've been told. And it's so incredibly empowering to meet your children where they are, instead of thinking it's about what you think it's about, getting caught in the story, getting caught in the computer or the not eating or the homework, and really, really beginning to see what feelings are driving your behavior and your need for control versus your need to move in with curiosity in present moment, and to come alongside your child in their discovery of who they are. Thank you for listening to this episode of Parenting Paused. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and share it with your mama friends. You can also leave a review wherever you listen, which will support getting the Pure Joy message out. Come on over to the Pure Joy Parenting Practice Facebook page, or join me on Instagram to hear more. And don't forget to download your free copy of the Safe Seat course on the Pure Joy website. And while there, check out the offerings page to go deeper in the Pure Joy work.